Hey, it's Rive Breezy here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist episode. Today's deck is Dark Worlds with Danger monsters included. So we're going to be doing a deck breakdown plus some PvP duels at the end. Let's get into the deck. One copy of Beige, Vanguard of Dark Lord. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it from the graveyard. This card deck has a lot of discarding. Basically all the Dark Lords can discard, they want to be discarded, and then you use the dangers to discard it. Next up is 3 copies of Brow, Huntsman of Dark Lord. If this card is discarded to the grave by a card effect, draw a card. Plus another card if this card was discarded from your hand to your grave by an opponent effect. Basically, you're only going to be drawing one, typically, but if your opponent's feeling generous, you know. Next is Danger, Bigfoot. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card out of your hand, and you discard the chosen card. Then, if the discarded card was not Bigfoot, special summon Bigfoot, and if you do, draw a card. If this card is discarded, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. It's a very good card, 300,000 attack. So here we have Danger, Chupacabra. You reveal this card from your hand, your opponent picks a card, and then you discard the chosen card. If the card was not Chupacabra, special summon Chupacabra, and if it was, and if you do, draw a card. This card is discarded, target one danger monster in your grave, special summon it. Very good. Here we have Danger Mothman. We're running 3 of these. Reveal this card, your opponent chooses a card, and if the discarded card was not Mothman, special summon it and draw a card. And if it was Mothman, you have both players draw one card. So draw a card and then discard a card. Ooh. Here we have 1 copy of Danger, Nessie. You can reveal this card, your opponent chooses a card. If the card was not Nessie, special summon it, and if you do, draw a card. If this card is discarded, you get to add 1 danger card from your deck to your hand. Oh, here we go. 2 copies Danger, Thunderbird. Deal this card, your opponent chooses a card from your hand. If it was not Danger Thunderbird, special summon Thunderbird and draw a card. If this card was discarded, target 1 set card on the field, destroy it. Here we have Danger, Jackalope. Your opponent chooses 1 card to discard, and then if it was not Jackalope, you special summon it, and if draw a card, and if it was Danger Jackalope, you special summon a danger card from your deck in defense position. Next up is Gold, Woodlord of Dark World. If this card is discarded to the grave, you get to target 2 of your opponent's cards they control, and then special summon this card back from the grave, and then destroy those 2 cards that you targeted. Next up, we got 3 copies of Grapha, which when you special summon this card by returning 1 Dark World monster you control to the hand. How am I going to do that? But target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Then, if this card is in your grave by opponent card effect, look at 1 random card your opponent's hand, and if it is, special summon it to your side of the field. Next up, we have Silva Warlord of Dark World. If this card is discarded to graveyard by card effect, special summon it from the grave. Then, if this card was discarded from your hand to the grave by an opponent's card effect, your opponent returns 2 cards from their hand to the bottom of the deck. And our last monster is Snow, Unlight of Dark World. If this card is discarded by card effect, Discarded from your hand to the grave by an opponent's card effect, you target one monster on the field in your opponent's grave, and then add one Dark World card from your deck to your hand and special summon that target. That's a bit confusing of text. In our spell and traps, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We're running 2 Allure of Darkness, draw 2 cards and banish 1 dark monster from your hand. I believe the majority of our cards are dark. Not quite sure about the dangers. Okay, all our monsters are dark, so we just need to draw into a monster. You do not have a dark monster in your hand to banish, you discard your whole hand, which could also be a bonus with Dark Lords. Here we're running 1 card destruction. Both players discard as many cards from their hand as possible and draw the same number. Great to clear your hand, as most of the cards in the monsters we have effects to special summon when they're discarded by card effect. 1 Danger Response Team. Target 1 danger monster you control and 1 monster on the field, return them to your hand. If this card is in the graveyard, you can discard a danger monster, place this card on the bottom of your deck, and draw a card. 3 Dark World Dealings. Draw a card and discard a card. 2 copies Mystical Space Tycoon. Just target 1 spell or trap and destroy it. A Pot of Avarice. Target 5 monsters in your grave, shuffle them back into your deck and draw 2. 2 Super Polymerizations. Discard a card, fusion summon using monsters on your side and your opponent's side of the field, and they can't negate the activation or respond to it. 3 The Gates of Dark World. All fiend monsters gain 300 attack and defense, and once per turn you can banish 1 fiend monster from your grave. Discard 1 fiend monster and draw a card. I don't know if I've resolved that yet. Danger Zone. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards, including at least 1 danger card. Or if you have no danger cards in your hand, show your entire hand and shuffle it into the deck. You can only activate once per turn. We only have 1 copy. And lastly, we have 1 copy of Skill Drain. Activate by paying 1,000 life points and negate all face-up monster abilities while they're on face-up on the field. Our extra deck, we're running Mud Dragon of the Swamp. 2 monsters of the same attribute, but different types, and your opponent cannot target this card or monsters on the field with the same attribute of this card, and once per turn you can change its attribute and stuff. Next up is Predaplant, the Tripaverterum. 3 dark monsters. You're going to be using this guy from Super Poly. But you gain attack equal to the total number of the attack of the other monsters on the field with Predaplant counters. You can only use this effect once per turn. When your opponent special summons from their extra deck while you control this monster, you can negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. If your opponent controls a monster with a Predaplant counter, you can special summon this card from your grave and defense position. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to put Predaplant counters on, but it would be extremely useful. We got Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. 2 dark monsters on the field. If this card's fusion summoned, you can make this card gain attack equal to one of your opponent's special summon monsters until the end of the turn. Once per turn, you can target 1 level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. Until the end phase, this card, you steal the name of that card and replace this effect with the monster's original effect. If this card's fusion summoned is destroyed, you can destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters. Next we have World Chalice Guard Dragon Alarmaduke. Fusion summoned using 3 link monsters that you probably want to steal from your opponent. Must be fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by attributing the above cards you control. You don't use polymerization. Interesting. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. When an attack is declared involving this card, and an opponent's link monster, you can banish one link monster with the above link rating and destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, inflict damage equal to the opponent's attack. Here we have Stardust Dragon. I hope you guys know this guy. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner. We have tuners. Who the heck is a tuner? Not a tuner, not a tuner. Dude, we don't even have a tuner in the deck. Why are we running this? But basically, if Stardust Dragon would be, or any of your cards would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish. Is it banish or destroy? It sends to the tribute Stardust, send to the grave, and he comes back in the next effect, and it negates that effect that destroys. Abyss Dweller, which 2 level 4 monsters, and once per turn detach material, and your opponent can't activate cards in the grave. Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon, 2 level 5 monsters, once per turn detach 1 Exceeds material from this card and target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, when a spell card or effect is activated from the field, you can negate the effect, and if you do, attach that card to this card as material. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 material from this card, change the attack target to this card, and perform damage calculation. If a face-up Exceeds monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 face-up Exceeds monster you control, and it gains attack equal to those destroyed monsters. So it's a good way of negating and changing attack targets and sucking up other monsters and changing attack. Number 60, Dugarnis the Timeless. 2 level 4 monsters, you can detach 2 materials from this card and activate one of the following effects. Skip the draw phase. Also draw 2 cards and discard a card. Skip your next main phase and special summon 1 monster from your grave in defense position. Skip the battle phase of your next turn and double the attack of 1 monster you control until the end of this turn. Could be useful to like double. Number 68, Sanafond the Sky Prison. 2 level 8 monsters, gains 100 attack and defense for each monster in the grave. Once per turn, detach 1 material from this card, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, this card cannot be destroyed by card effect, and neither player can special summon from the grave. Here we have some link monsters. Lackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. 3 monsters with different names are required, and if this card is link summoned using level 7 or higher monster, your opponent cannot target it with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, activate one of these effects. This card gains 1500. This card can make a second attack, or you banish 1 card on the field. Seems pretty darn useful. You can get that attack and destroy. Here we have Woodlord Dragon. 3 link 4, and you use 3 or 4 effect monsters. Either player can target this card with monster effects, and once per turn you get to suck up 1 face-up monster on the field. I'll target 1 face-up monster on the field and it loses 500 attack. Your opponent cannot activate effects in response, and at the end of the damage step, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, you place the opponent's monster in a zone this card points to and take control of it. Next up we have Nightmare Phoenix. 2 monsters with level different names. Link 2. This card's link summon. You can discard a card, target 1 spell or trap your opponent controls, and destroy it. Then, if this card was co-linked when the effect was activated, draw a card. You only activate the effect once per turn. Co-linked monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Tri-Gate Wizard. Link 3. 2 or plus monsters except tokens. This card gains effects based on the number of monsters co-linked to this card. If you have 1, the monster co-linked to this monster can battles your opponent's monster, any damage to inflicted is doubled. You have 2 co-linked. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field, banish it. If you have 3 connected, once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, negate the activation and banish it. And lastly, we have Wee Witch's Apprentice for 2 dark monsters. All dark monsters on the field gain 500 attack defense on the field, and all light monsters lose 400 attack defense. If this card is destroyed by battle, target 1 dark monster in your grave, add it to your hand. Our side deck, I'm not going to go over too in depth. Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. This card, negate your opponent from adding a card to your deck, or special summoning from the deck. We have 2 Effect Veiler. You discard this guy and negate a monster effect, I believe. 2 copies Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. You discard this card and send. When a monster on the field activates this effect, or when a spell or trap, face-up spell or trap activates, you can discard and negate. Monster Reborn. We have Raigeki. Twin Twister, discard a card, destroy 2 spell or traps. Dark Devastation Virus. Tribute a dark monster with over 2,000 attack or more. And look at your opponent's hand. All monsters you control, they control, and all cards they draw until the end of their 3rd turn, and destroy them if they have 1,500 or more attack. Then we have Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Tribute to dark monster with 25 or more attack. Declare 1 type spell or trap. Look at your opponent's hand. All spell or traps they control, and all cards they draw until the end of their 3rd turn after. Destroy them all. We got 1 copy of Evenly Matched, 1 Infinite Impermanent, 2 copies of Infinite Impermanents, and a Starlight Road. Which, I mean, we can't get Starlight Dragon on the fields. Oh, I'm confused why Stardust is in here. Who knows what card was in our original build that I took out. It was Effect Veiler. I know that. I'm pretty sure Effect Veiler was in there. Or Ash Blossom, one of them. Alright, we got Hell 89 Fire ready to step into the dueling arena. Joey Wheeler. He's got a 60 card deck. Let's see if we can beat him. He is going first. I kind of like my hand. Gotta wait to draw here. I've gotta wait to draw here. What happens if I discard this card? Vorse Raider. I think you're in trouble, guy. Mage Power. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. 2,400. How's this guy? 2,300. Mystical Space Typhoon. Let's activate Dark World Dealing. We're gonna discard gold. Who is he gonna discard? Galaxy Serpent. Gold activates to special summon onto the field. That's that. Now we can normal summon 1 monster. Let's battle in. And we're off to the early advantage. Not the world's greatest deck, I assume we're going against, but I'll take it. Oh my god! Good for him. Monster Reborn, he's gonna grab my gold. Unfortunate. The Woodlord of Dark World. Plus Luster Dragon. Huh. Oh man, he's hitting me right back for more than I dealt. Draw a card. Target a monster in your opponent's graveyard. Add 1 Dark Wolf from your deck and special summon that target face up. We need to use Allure of Darkness here to draw 2. Banish this guy. Okay, now we need to summon this guy somehow. To activate its effect, banish this guy to discard this guy, and then we draw. Now he's been discarded. He's on the field. 2600. We're gonna have to Bigfoot here. Now, do I want it to be Bigfoot or not to be Bigfoot? Then, the discarded card was not Bigfoot, a special summon Bigfoot. You do draw a card. If the target is discarded, I want to set this card, and then they can choose. Either I'm going to destroy my monster? Yes. Goodbye. I'm going to summon Snow back onto the field. Let's attack in. Oh, we can attack over with Snow. Nice. Although our face down is pretty worthless right now. It'd be pretty darn good if we draw a Dark Lord card right now. Our next turn. No, come on, we were doing so good. I mean, I was gonna win, but that's probably the best I've played that deck. I don't think I misplayed at all. And let's hop in for one more duel. Okay, we're dueling the Sword Walker. He's going second. Unfortunate. Oh my god, give me all the field spells, Jesus. Nope. Flying Kamakiri, number 1. Man running an insect deck. He's gonna have some crazy strategy, and you just know it. Gonna like parasite me, or get me with the trap where only insect monsters can attack. I'm gonna hold on to my Space Tycoon. I feel like there's gonna be something I don't want. Dust Tornado. Okay. It's not a very good card. Fortunately, I have a second one. Turns out I should have set that one first. Let's activate Danger Thunderbird. Danger Thunderbird got discarded, so I get to destroy a spell or trap. Exceeds effect. When you exceed summon a monster, you target one card on the field, destroy it. Let's go Danger Thunderbird one more time. Eesh. Oh, it's a once per turn effect. Are you serious? Screw reading. Reading's dumb. Unlike getting a top deck duel turn 1. Kamakiri activates to grab a wind monster with 1500 or less. Now it's time to find out what he's really playing. Watch, he'll go right back into another Kamakiri. Just like a Mystic Tomato or something like that for wind. The dragon dwelling in the cave. What in the world? Oh, we're gonna hold on to our Mystic Space Typhoon. So something activates here. I imagine he's putting that in defense, yes. Sets a card and ends his turn. That would only be 1900, so I guess we attack into his face down. A hyena. Special number of any hyenas from your deck. Why has he got such a tribute heavy deck? Where he's like spamming monsters onto his deck field for some reason. Exceeds summoning. Watch, he's just running the most generic crap you're ever gonna see. In face. What are we gonna do here? At the very least, I have a 1900 in my hand. He's succeeding. Into Soul of Over Mountain. What in the world? Can't say I've heard of this card before. In defense. Once per turn, detach and exceed material from this card. Target one set monster in your opponent's spell trap zone. It cannot be activated while this card is face up on the field. It can if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle wall and has exceeds material. Dude, I'm just gonna chain it. Goodbye, Xyz Soul. So I come out winning that. His monster is very useless unless he destroys one of my monsters. Ah. Dark World dealing. Draw a card. I discard Jackalope. I should be able to summon out Bigfoot. Oh no, I shouldn't have picked Bigfoot. It's in defense position. What can I link into? Nightmare Phoenix. Alternatively, I play this guy. We can link 3 into not Tri-Gate Wizard, we're learning. Blackluster Soldier. Let's go for it. And now we're gonna battle. I'm gonna take out this normal monster and then activate the effect of banishing his Xyz monster. Goodbye. End turn. Set another one, please. Uh-oh. This doesn't have to be monster, does it? Nope, one card. Each player chooses one monster they control and shuffles it into the deck. Killing me. Physically killing me. Let's activate our monster. Get rid of this fool. Discard that. Draw. Select a card to add to your hand. I want Grapha. Bring him into the fold. You discard him next turn. And that's going to end our turn. Ooh. Alternatively, we can discard this guy to special summon him. I mean, I'm gonna banish this guy. Discard this guy. I'm going in for damage. Gonna set Poly. Activate Mothman. It's a win-win. Either I get my Mothman ability. Okay. Then if it's discarded, what if it was Mothman? I mean, I'm just gonna activate it. I draw a card, then I discard a card, which worked out perfect. I'm gonna activate to do nothing. I could get him on the field. I'm gonna wait. Let's attack in. 2600, we take the lead. I also have Super Poly still on the field. I don't quite know what Super Poly targets we have. I believe they're mostly dark, along with Mud Dragon. I believe goes with about everything. He's gonna try and Exploder Dragon me. That's annoying. You don't take battle damage? Okay. I need to draw into a Dark Lord. Did not happen. And I don't think I have very many monsters in here. He's gonna bring back Exploder. Right now, Pot of Avarice is a worthless card in my deck. Yeah, he has to use his graveyard. I knew he would target Exploder. This is my target right now. Let's Dark World deal. Let's discard him. So let's be drawing another card. Alright, how many monsters do I have in my grave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's bring them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Drawing 2. And we take the deck lead again. Barely. Actually, no, it's even now. Actually, I'm ahead. Card destruction. What do we have left in here? Oh, baby. What do you have in your grave? Crap and a half. Get rid of Brow. Going to target. I want my hand. I want a gold. It's card destruction. Ooh, I like this. Gold to the field. This is a great duel for us. We're using about every ability we can. Let's activate Lure of Darkness. I don't see a downside here. Goodbye, Mothman. Battle. 2600. End phase. This is enjoyable. I'm getting the hang of the Dark Lords. Dark Worlds, not Dark Lords. I probably called them Dark Lords so many times. Thank you for surrendering. He didn't have the deck for us. That's gonna wrap up our Danger Dark World deck. Great combination of discarding, gain abilities. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys check this dual deck out and let me know how to improve it. Stuff like that. And now I'm out of ideas on what to play next. So let me know down in the comments what you want to see. I've got a list of decks here like that I want to build. I've got Infernity, Cyber Dragon, Fortune Lady, my Akashi, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Hazy's. I might be doing that one real soon. Evil Eye, Elemental Heroes, Slash, like the Vision Hero, stuff like that. And I have Dark Lords, Math Mechs. I also have a Galaxy Eyes deck that I built. I've got a bunch of decks I've built, I just need to learn. Got ABC Dragon, Arrow Mages. Yeah, I got a whole bunch. Just let me know what you guys want to see next. And I hope to see you guys in one of my videos again. See ya.